Hey guys, this is David Fightmaster. Today I'll be covering how to fit out your ship. I'm currently in Ares, so it's a T2 Galanti interceptor. Um, about the fitting, how to access your fitting window, you go to, there's different places you can go to. You can come over here on your right, this little window right here while you're in station, and click on that. And your fitting window should pop up, and the other spots are here on your left. And if you're walking in the captain's quarters, those little ship holograms you always see should give you the option. And same as the one in your living quarters back here. But now that you guys know that, I'm going to access the ship fitting. And like I said, I'm in the Ares. Alright, this is how your ship fitting window should look like. This is currently my fit right here. Your fitting window covers everything on your ship, like your capacitor, your official offense, like how much DPS you can do, and your defense, your resistance for us, and your targeting and your navigation. Started the capacitor. If you were cap stable, this would be green saying you're cap stable, and it tells you the excess capacitor recharge rate. So I'm negative right now, so I'm not very cap stable in this. So if you see if I offline something, oh, say I have a positive excess capacitor recharge rate, but since I need that, I'm going to put that online. Now, I'm not cap stable. Now down to your offense window, it shows you different DPS. So you got your turrets, drones, and missiles, and it's total DPS. It's 43.1. Pretty weak, but not really meant to do much damage on an interceptor. He's not a fleet tackler like this. So, let's see what else. Now to your defense. This pretty much tells you what resist you have. And, oh yeah, I forgot your defense over here tells me your total effective hit points. It's only 2738, but I'm going to speed tank it, which I'll go into speed later. But these cover your different resistance. You got your EM damage for the blue, first column, thermal, kinetic, and explosive. This is your shield. See, I got no EM shield protection. I have 20% thermal, 50 kinetic, 65 explosive. Armor, Galanti always have like a weak explosive damage resistance just for a race. So yeah, I got 50 for EM, 35 for thermal, 45 for kinetic, and 10% for explosive. And for hull, I have no resist. So this tells you, like I said, shield. What do you call it? It gives you the shield hit points and recharge time. So my shield hit points are 1358. My recharge time is 500 seconds. 490 for my armor hit points. My structure is 835, so that should all give you a grand total of 2738 effective hit points. Max targeting on my Ares is 40.63 targeting range, so I could target anything 40.63 away from me. That's my sensor strength. Magnetometric. My signature radius is 43. Signature radius is like how big a target is, like scan down or whatnot. The bigger it is, the easier somebody to target you. Your scan resolution. It's and I can lock up 5 targets. So max lock targets, I can have up to 5 targets targeted. Down to navigation, this tool gets speed for maximum velocity without having the afterburner or micro warp drive. So if I really wanted to see how fast I can go, I would have to go outside the station and show it. And that's what, yeah, like I said, it doesn't show max speed with the afterburner micro warp drive. I have a damage control over here, and like your shield resist, armor resist, you would have to go outside the station and turn on your modules to see it take effect in your defense. So remember, like my damage control, it would boost up all this, but I would have to go outside the station and turn it on, which I might just do, show it in effect. Let's go warp the here real fast.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, since I'm in space now, go back to my fitting. Like I said, you can't see the resistance if unless you're outside in space or turn on a module. So here you go. I'm going to turn it on and you'll see how it changed. My explosive went up to like 70. Everything went up pretty much. So I used to not have no EM protection on my shields. Now I have 13%. And I had no effective hit points for my hull, but now, or structure. So now I do. 60 across the board. And I'm not sure. I think it works for speed. What's the orbit of this? Let's see. Yep, and your speed changes. See, once you turn your micro warp drive. So some modules, unless you're outside, you have to turn on to actually see your actual resist. Now I'll go to navigation. This is the total mass of your ship. So, you know, say you're going through a wormhole, it kind of matters. Inertia modifier, and how fast you go in warp, your ship warp speed. What else covering your fitting window? Your CPU. You gotta have enough CPU to fit all your stuff. If you exceed your CPU, your modules won't work. Same with your power grid. This is your CPU, and this is your power grid. And it lets you know if it's exceeded or not. You can use modules to boost your power grid or CPU. Like right now I'm using a micro auxiliary power core to boost up my power grid. If I had this off, which I'll put offline just to show. See how that went off? So if you don't have enough power grid, you can't use all those modules. You would have to either use a module to increase your power grid or find a substitute for that slot. So I'm going to put that back online. Put online. So that covers that. This lets you can access your cargo bay and your drone bay, which I don't have a drone bay. This right here is your calibration. Each of these have a certain calibration. So you have like 400 calibration total. Show info. So calibration cost. It has to be underneath 400. So go to my fitting. Oh, attributes, I guess. Where is it at? Okay, calibration cost. So that's 100 total, so I'm good. So I've only used 100 of my calibration cost. So I have a total of 300 left. And if you can do your math, you'll know that's like 150. So I'll show it anyway, so. Wait a second. No, it's saying I have 250 left. So I've only used 150 of my calibration costs out of 400, so which gets me 250. So I got 250 calibration costs out of 400. So, oh, what else to cover in here? These right here lets you know. You see these turret hard points, launcher hard points. That lets you know, like this little dot right here next to this. Launcher hard point means I can have one launcher, which I do have one. And right here it lets me know it's a turret. These two little dots let me know that I can have two turret hard points. So I have two guns. Depending on you, every ship will be different. Sometimes you might have like 2 and 5, like, or 7, whatever, different variations. I really can't tell you which ship's on top of my head, but it'll cover that. I'm gonna go down here, browse. You can browse different fittings that you've had. I have this fitting right here, CRPLX. Lets you know my fitting. If I wanted to say if I didn't have this fitting, I would come over here and save CRPLX Razor, whatever the ship's name, and just save it. Now you got this option right here, strip. You just strip this whole fitting except your rigs. If you remove a rig, you'll destroy it. That's the only way to remove rigs. So I'm just gonna strip this off. Do you want to? Yep, I want to strip. And see, everything's gone. Now if I just want to, since I have this fitting already saved, I can go to browse, click on my fitting over here, listed underneath interceptor areas, and just hit fit. And miraculously, everything's back to fitting on my ship. Uh, different ways how you fit your ship. You can put unfit and refit it back on. Fit to active. And you can do that for everything. If you want to offline modules, you just right click, put offline. Now to offline all these, I would have to go to each one and offline it. Offline. That goes for every module. You just can't go, say, since these are two turrets right here, if I online one, doesn't mean the other one's on. I had a newbie do this to me. It's like, no, I online the modules. I was like, no, you didn't. You did not online all the way. She just online one and thought everything was all peachy. But you have to go to each one and put online. That pretty much covers the video on this. If you have any questions, hit me up. Dave Fightmaster out.